Someone commented on my last post, omnipotence does not mean that everything that happens is something that God wants. Here's why that's not true. If God is omnipotent, created and controls everything, then everything that exists has to be his intentional choice. If he powers everything, then he's responsible for everything. The only thing that could hold back an omnipotent God is himself. If something doesn't exist or something isn't happening, we can assume it's his will if he's not holding himself back. We can assume that if a creator God intentionally designed a system and the system looks a certain way, existence or reality looks a certain way, then he condoned it if he created it and powers everything. If things can't happen outside of God's will, it's safe to say what's happening is God's will. A common thing Christians will say is God didn't want suffering, but he had to do X to be morally just. He didn't want suffering, but he didn't want robots. If he truly didn't want suffering, if that was his ultimate plan, we just wouldn't have suffering. That would have been the thing that won out. But no, his desire for humans to have free will and to not be robots and all this other stuff won out. He just wanted that more. That's what we see. So he was okay with the suffering because he wanted these other things more. If he's allowing other people to make choices or decisions or have a will outside of his and act independently, independent people that he does not determine, that is them being outside of his control. But if God does not control or power all, then God is not all powerful. And being omnipotent means controlling everything. He cannot both control everything and to not control everything. Anyways, see you in hell.